greeting to everyone. I am Dr. S.K. Behura, Senior Consultant Nephrology at Kailash Hospital, Noida. In this short video, I'll be highlighting some aspects of diabetic kidney disease which I personally believe that all diabetic should be aware of. Anywhere in the world you take, diabetes is the most commonest cause of kidney disease. The incidence of diabetes, if you see, the incidence of diabetic nephropathy is almost as high as 3% every year as the diabetes progresses over a period of 10 to 20 years. In a lifespan, if you take, almost 20 to 40% of all diabetics will develop some kind of chronic kidney disease, and we need to do things to prevent this. The amount of hyperglycemia and the duration of diabetes are the two important factors which determines a patient is going to diabetic nephropathy or not. Interestingly, one more point I would like to highlight is that if a patient does not develop any signs or symptoms of chronic kidney disease in the initial 20 to 25 years of his diabetes, he is very unlikely to develop a chronic kidney disease later in his life. Now, do all patients of diabetes will develop diabetic kidney disease? No. There are certain risk factors based on which certain group of people of these diabetes will develop chronic kidney disease. And what are those factors? These are ethnicity, a strong family history, a person who's having a family member who's suffering from diabetic kidney disease is more likely to have diabetic kidney disease. Hyperlipidemia, obesity, a female who has gestational diabetes, high BMI, elevated HbA1c, which suggests that the sugar control has been poor, insulin resistance. These are some of the risk factors. A group of patients who have these kind of risk factors are prone to develop diabetic nephropathy. So now, what constitutes diabetic nephropathy? Now, most importantly, a patient of diabetic nephropathy will have proteinuria, which is more than 300 milligrams per 24 hours in his excretion of urine. However, it has been noted that before this proteinuria develops, the glomerular function is already deteriorated, and so now we have some novel biomarkers like alpha-1 microglobulin, beta-1 microglobulin, nephrin and cysteine, which can be used to predict that the patient is developing diabetic nephropathy. However, these are not universally available. Going into progression of the disease, now a patient of type 1 diabetes, if he develops proteinuria, in some of these cases it can be reversible also, so which is a good thing. And this reversible of proteinuria, a patient of microalbuminuria going into normal albuminic state, is when the patient's sugars are well controlled, his blood pressure is well controlled, lipids are well controlled. This encouraging thing is not, however, can be extrapolated to type 2 diabetes mellitus patients developing diabetic nephropathy, because there are multiple other factors which are also present. Intensive control of sugars, good control of blood pressure, lipid control, change in lifestyle, addition of drugs like ACE and ARBs. These are the areas on which the nephrologist focuses so as to prevent the progression of disease in diabetic nephropathy patient. For that, I would suggest that you do meet your consultant nephrologist or kidney specialist, so that it helps you to diagnose the disease early, make a treatment plan, and retard the progression of the disease. Thank you.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.